It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Boston Celtics. Let's do it. Irving to Horford. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. To Conley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Irving to Hayward. To Irving. It's blocked by Gasol.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Kyle Anderson. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
And the finish on the nice step through.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley to Kyle Anderson. With another basket there.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Irving into the front court. Down a point. Irving to Jaylen Brown. To Irving. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. 4-3. Buries the trifecta.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Into the front court, it's Irving. 10-6, our score. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. To Conley. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. It's a big finish. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance. They want to do all these tricks. Maybe a God sham dive. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style, the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Hayward. Screen coming. Hayward to Horford. Gasol up to block the shot.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Conley. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for three. And knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
Did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Conley buries it on the catch and shoot.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Boston with the basketball. To Rozier. Bain shot no good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
To Gasol. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
To Jaylen Brown. To Rozier. A fundamental shot right there.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Rozier into the front court. Down a dozen. Fires the three. Off the mark. That one also no good. We're through one at the FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies on top. We're back to Beale Street in Memphis right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Gasol, down low. Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Oh, blocked away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Has a chance? Yes. Better odds for the defense. The shooter makes them pay.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down a bundle. To Marcus Morris. Can't connect.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed the shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to set. Rozier rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Rozier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
The assist from number 13.
Rozier with it. His guys down big. Great dish to set it up. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
From long range. Oh, he hits the three.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, are you sure you want to give me the ball here?
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, blocked by Green.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Conley to Kyle Anderson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tatum cleans it up. The follow won't go either. To Kyle Anderson. Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Memphis with the rock to Kyle Anderson. For three, can't blame the defense. Anderson finds a way to hit the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Hayward. And Jay, they call the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Hayward. Tatum. Shakes free and hits.
I don't want to use the word streaky, but Jason Tatum tends to score in bunches. Let me tell you how. He's one of the most effective players in the league and most efficient at catching the ball on the move. A lot of players waste time in stationary positions or overindulging in triple threat jabs, but not Jason. He catches the ball directly and goes, which means he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 15. And the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Conley. That one also no good. Irving brings the ball up court to Hayward. To Irving. Fires the three. And Kyrie Irving. Odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. That misses with 3 seconds left. That's it for the first half. The Grizzlies have the lead.
Got your EA Sports halftime report. The Grizzlies have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Celtics were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Blocks.
The Memphis Grizzlies have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team minimally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Mike Conley and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Memphis, they've got it. Here's a chance from long range. Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Gasol. Rejected by Tatum.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Conley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yeah, Mike Conley, no one in his zip code takes advantage for 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Hayward to Irving. Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To Horford, 4-3. Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot 3.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Terrific vision. Hayward buries the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Conley lets it fly from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Irving unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Irving. Not today.
If it's this easy for the offense, as a shooter, I'm starting to think about numbers like 40, 50, even 60, because that's how many points I'm getting tonight.
To Hayward. Goes to the left side. Oh, he can't connect. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Irving. Deep left corner. Tatum. Not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
The assist from number 0.
Celtics have it. Irving to Rozier. Inside, he scores.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Conley into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Irving with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Aaron Baines powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. The deficit now up to 5. Irving, no good. No daylight. Great defense. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know to scout him.
To Irving. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Picked up by Memphis. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Grizzlies out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Rozier with it. They trail by 7. To Marcus Smart. To Horford. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
From long range, they feel this kid is tough. The 4th pick in the 2018 draft.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Conley into the front court. Up by 3. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Nice pass to set things up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Rozier. For 3, they dared him, and he burns them. Conley missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy that just got scored on, I'm telling him on my way back down the floor, look, I appreciate you being there, but I need you to really be there. I need you to be more engaged and give more effort on the defensive end. That's the only way we're going to win this game.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's Grizzlies ball. Conley fires the three. Rebound comes to Kyrie. To Marcus Morris. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Marcus Morris. Irving gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Irving into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Hayward buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Conley. Not that time.
As a great player, I would love it if somebody guarded me that way. I get guarded that way every day in practice. You know what we call those? Dummy workouts.
Here comes the screen.
Oh, yeah, go by.
Here's a chance from long range. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. Anderson to Gasol. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Kyrie with the rock. Shot by Kyrie, no good. Runner's good there. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 0, Jason Tatum. Stepping in for the Memphis Grizzlies.
In close there. 2 points on the board.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Has a chance. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense with another basket there.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Gets it in the right corner. 4-3. He buries it.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Number 7.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Up by 6. He's looking for that touch. To Kyle Anderson. Count the basket at the rim.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 4. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Conley. Good contest on the 3. Conley misses.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As
The Celtics did what great teams do best. Finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3 ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Grizzlies lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Check out the leading scores for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.